guys, it's me Julianne here, and I haven't seen you in such a long time. It is 2016, as you probably already know. I haven't made a video in such a long time. I think it's been like 3 weeks that I missed out on videos, so I totally apologize for that, and it'd be awesome if you could subscribe right there down below, because I have some very exciting things planned up ahead. Today I will be doing a story time video, and I've never done one of these before, so I'm super excited to start my new year off on YouTube, doing kind of a story time of something that happened in my life that I thought you guys would enjoy, but let's just get started. So this story is kind of a chaotic kind of like suspense kind of story. Since I was in pre-K, I have been having these passing out phases. I lived in West Virginia, and that's like the first time I ever had a passing out phase, which was in pre-K. And so we went to like doctors and stuff because we were trying to figure out what the problem was, and they could never tell us. Then later on in my life, we moved, and so I'm pretty sure I passed out like a while before the story I'm about to tell you, but I was in 4th grade, and it was just a regular old day. I got ready, just went to school like a regular day, and I already went to like PE, and then I went to English, I believe, and then I went straight to science. So I was in science class, and I was just sitting there already halfway through the class, and I was just sitting there calmly like I usually do, and I had my jacket on, looking at the teacher, and she was teaching about something in the book. She said, open up your book. So I opened up our book, and I was sitting at a table with 2 other girls, and I can tell you their names, Sierra and Kimberly. And so we were just like talking, and then I kind of faded out from the conversation because I started getting headaches and stuff, and the teacher was talking, and I remember just like quietly taking off my jacket because I thought, oh, I was hot. So, and I think I kind of knew that I was going to pass out, but I wasn't for sure if that was what was going to happen. And so I kind of took off my jacket because it got really hot. And so I raised my hand like I was super shy about it. I was like, I don't feel so good. And then I remember her saying, you don't look so good. That's all I remember. And then the rest of the stuff I'm about to tell you, I got from other people, various that have told me what happened, because I had other people in the class that obviously have told me. And that was like 3 years ago, because I was in 4th grade and now I'm in 7th grade. I remember I raised my hand like I just told you, and then I got like all foggy, like I couldn't see anything, and my lips got purple and everything. So I remember falling down to my desk. One of my kids in my class came up to me and said, as I said before, this is not, I don't remember this, other people were telling me, but he came up to me and he's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Someone ran, or my teacher, my science teacher, ran into my social studies teacher, or the class next door, Miss Phillips, which she was like the leader teacher of 4th grade. She ran into the class and said, Julianne just passed out, we need you, come fast. So they called the nurse's room, and they ran back with a wheelchair, and like tons of classes, because everyone knew me. So a lot of classes were like, what's wrong, because they saw a wheelchair like running down the hallway. So with the nurse, and then they speed into my room, and like the teacher was just trying to keep the other kids occupied from not like focusing on me, because a lot of them were running up to me, looking at me, saying what's wrong and stuff like that, and a lot of them were like whispering, trying to figure out what was happening. They put me in the wheelchair, then they flew me down the hallway, and the only reason I know this is because one of the students was walking back from the bathroom, and so they saw me, like the nurse running down with me through the hallway. The nurse called my mom, and then she said, we need you to come now. And the thing is, my parents were like out like somewhere, I don't remember. So she was at the store, they were looking at a movie for my dad, and then she was like, she had the phone in her hand, and then school called, and she's like, oh, it's just school. And she was like, I'm glad I answered the phone, because sometimes I don't answer the phone when the school called. So she picked up the phone, and she's like, hello. And then she said, we need you to come, something, I don't know what the phone call was about. And then I remember she told me that she said to my dad, Joseph, put down the movie, we're running, we gotta go to school. Like, that's basically what she said. So they drove to school, and it was like, hopefully, I'm glad they were 5 minutes away, because that's how far away they were. So they ran into the school, and I was like, my mom told me there was like 5 other like ambulance, because the ambulance came, I didn't tell you that, but the ambulance came, and there was like 2 fire trucks in the front of the school, and they put me on a stretcher, and like there was like 5 other people trying to work on me, like trying to get my blood pressure back up and stuff. And something I found out over the years is that apple juice helps me get my blood pressure back. And my mom was like, can you hear me, Julianne, can you hear me? And then I was like, ow, I couldn't hear anything. Like I was like, like out. My face was pale, my lips were purple. My dad went into the ambulance with me, which was really brave of him because he's not good with shots. Like, he doesn't like watching shots. It kind of makes him feel like he's gonna faint too. Put me onto the stretcher, and of course, like, other people in the school were like trying to figure out what was happening. They saw a kid run through into the ambulance, like all the little kids that were on lunch, like sitting down. They had no idea what was happening. They gave me shots and stuff, so that was fun. And then I remember they carried me out, and then I remember I kind of was getting back, like, I was getting back to, like, I don't know, like my blood sugar was getting back up, or we got in, and I finally was back. As soon as we got into the like nursing area where the bed was, I was like back. I was like, my blood got back up and everything. Finally, we went in, and I was back, and I was starving because, like during science, I was supposed to go to lunch. The doctor didn't want me to eat any food, so I had to starve myself half to death. And so my brother and dad brought back Chick-fil-A, and I was like, oh my goodness, I want it so bad, but I couldn't have it because I don't know, the doctor didn't want me to have it. Finally, they were the first ones to ever figure out what was wrong with me. I had this thing called, I don't even know what it's called, something like that, you know, weird names that they come up with. So they told me that when I do pass out, when I'm feeling the urge, because I always feel like I'm about to pass out, like I get fadey, as soon as I feel that way, I have to get onto the ground. Let me just show you guys what I have to do. Okay, so I have to like get onto the ground like this and like put my legs up to my chest and lean back so that my blood can go back regularly. That is pretty much all the story, and it concludes. So that was kind of a stressful day, but yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this video because I will be having a exciting video, redecorating my room video up soon. I was gonna have that up before this one, but it's taking a little bit longer to edit and get things done. So that will be up shortly after this. I may have 2 videos up this week because of like me missing out about 3 weeks of videos. Bye!